Hi guys, I'm Emily,
Hi guys, I'm Ogo,
and we
we
are.
What
What
do
do we
you?
know? You don't even know the name of your podcast. What is happening? Hi guys, I'm Emily,
And I'm Ogo.
and we are.
What do
What do
we
we
know?
know?
Podcast.
Podcast. Woo! I was
Yay!
expecting you to do with the double D.
With the double D, like the brass size.
That was not the thing, but when she said it the other day, I'm like, I like it. This has been in the talks like since forever. So don't come here and act like we are joining the trend, cause
Yeah, it's been for months now.
Yeah,
Since the beginning of this year.
actually
Even
since last year.
yeah, since last year. So it's
It's
been
like
in
the
the
Ember
talks.
month.
Yeah.
It's crazy, cause also like we settled for a name, even though me and now we're not like so, when you
Into
say a
the
name
name.
and one person is like the other person is like nobody's saying no and nobody's saying yes.
Yeah.
We're just saying like But what happened was then a new podcast came and they literally had
Exact name.
the same name. We're like, what the hell? So we had to like re-strategize and actually come up with like an entirely different name.
Yeah.
And we did come up with another name,
Yeah, we did.
and we like already moved forward. We already started creating content concerning the name. Then while on the phone one day, I don't know, we just went like, what do we know?
What
like,
do we?
what
Because
do
what do
really
we
know?
actually know?
And crazy, because me and you were like, yes, that's the
That's
name
the
of the
name.
podcast.
That's
Like, we are
the name.
changing it to what do we know?
We have to
Like,
make
we
this
have to
work.
make this
yeah.
work.
And that was how we literally came out with the name What Do We Know podcast.
Yeah, because for real,
'Cause
like,
what
what
do
do we
we
know? Isn't that like an interesting story?
Yeah, it is. Do we get right into it?
Let's get right into today's episode.
Today's topic is Japa culture, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but from the background, we're not in Nigeria.
Oh my god, nah. This guy is vain.
What? And from the skin glow. We don't live in Nigeria, but we're both Nigerians.
Yeah, we're Nigerians living in Canada.
Yep, we're living in Canada. And how do we get, like, what made you want to, like, would I say Japa or, like, relocate? Let me use, no, school abroad. So yeah, let me use that word.
Do you want the lie or the truth? Do you want the truth or the lie?
It's up to you.
Like, I always have to ask that question when when it's posed to
the
me.
The world
like,
is watching.
why?
It's up to
Why?
you.
I feel like personally, I've never really been like a big fan of like using the word like Japa. Oh, by the way, I must just give you guys a disclaimer before we get into this video. My favorite words are like literally, and I think so. You can hear those words like this literally, like you can hear them like 100 times before the end of this episode. So I'm sorry, I'm used to it. Yeah. So bear with me. Anyways, I feel like I've never been one that is always like, oh, I want to Japa. For me, I've just wanted to like see life from like different perspective. I just wanted to be able to travel around the world. Like that's my goal. Even when I started modeling, one of things that really inspired me, the ability to actually travel and see the world. I've always been, it's not like when I travel I'm like the explorer, like I literally can be in a
someone that
place
is looking for jollof rice when she travels.
Bro, I can like I have like my friend always tells me that if I'm anywhere nobody knows where I'm at because you don't just know. So it's not like I'm traveling and I'm like exploring, but just being in that country, even their fresh air entering your brain and their people, you're around
And
their
learning the
people and learning
culture.
their culture and seeing things basically from another view and from another angle has all been like exciting for me. And even though I've not achieved my dream of like going to multiple or numerous countries, like I'm still on my way there, but I've always been a believer of like travel to wherever you want to go, have fun, see the people, see the places, learn new things and go back to your country. But as we have it, life situations, and I mean we are growing, we are learning new things are happening, then I'm like, why not? And I wanted to like further my education. And for the course I really wanted to do, like when you check Nigerians, because like what school can really give me this with the ASU strike, and it's like, okay, I'm going to start this course and when am I going to finish? Oh, by the way, I have like 1 degree already. Let's like make that clear.
Yeah.
So this is like an extra degree. I would call it like an extra degree because it's not like the major one. So after like all the stress of all the I experienced ASU strike firsthand. So I'm like,
Did we experience that strike?
we did, but the lucky thing is it wasn't for so long.
I think it was 1 month or 2 months or something.
It wasn't for so long, but we did experience ASU strike.
Actually, do not remember.
Yeah, because it was not like a year. Imagine this one that had like a year. So and like life happened, things were happening. Then it gave me more reason. I'm like, okay, I have more reason to want to actually leave this country. And yeah, so that's it for me.
For me, I've always wanted to like further my education. So it was not a thing of like, oh, I need to pack my bags and leave. It was a thing of, oh, I wanted to be like a woman in tech.
Women in tech.
Now let's be serious. Now I just want to be a baby girl. Now that I've done it, I just want to be a baby girl.
Be, that's what they call that thing, soft life connoisseur.
Exactly. That is just it. But like for me, there's always been the thing of like, going abroad to like further my education and like learn from a new environment, and like the schools here are like better than the ones in Nigeria. Like I said, no strike. And you learn more. It's more practical things, like, and they teach you more softwares and stuff.
Yeah, let me just throw that out there. Like, as a university student, like, I never understood why. I don't know about other schools in Nigeria, but for our school, how can we be like in year 3, year 4? Let's even leave year 1 and year 2, and we don't like, they don't make it compulsory for us to own a computer and use computers.
So I said I'm going to tell this story, but I hope your professor doesn't watch it. Professor from your department, he was doing results on Excel sheets. But he skipped a column or a row. I mix those things up. Yeah. And I told him I could help him. I could help him fix the sheet. He made a mistake on the sheet. And when I fixed it, it was like I did magic for him.
Wow.
And it was just like basic.
Yeah, and that's
you know,
like
the things we know about Excel right now. That thing was big. And that's a whole ass.
It's crazy. It's crazy because everything we do, even up to like last year in school, was like manual stuff. Like we have to manually write notes.
We could, everything we're doing, we could do it with a computer.
Yeah.
But I think there
was nothing like even emails. Like we never sent out emails, nothing of that sort. Like even when we had to do like CBT exams, it was like
manual CBT.
It was crazy.
It was their version of manual CBT.
It was crazy because we would literally have maybe, let's say 70 computers. Out of the 70, maybe only 40 were working.
Yeah.
And if you are lucky enough, yours will work. So you always see the queue. So it's like for higher institution, for a BSc
for like
degree,
one of the top schools in Nigeria. It was and these are good degrees. Then imagine what the people that are studying communications or some funny degree.
Communication is not a funny
nobody's degree is funny. Let me put that out there first. But imagine people that are studying degrees that don't require that much intellectual power.
Yeah, right.
What are they
She's
teaching
playing in the
them?
nicest way possible.
What are they actually teaching them? If our degree that requires a lot of like thinking and solving and stuff was taught like this, what are the people that their degree is basically arts? I'm sorry.
Say it to your full chest. Don't worry.
Everybody's degree is beautiful in their own way. You might actually have a different degree, an artistic degree from me, and still be doing better than me.
Right.
I'm not diminishing.
We know.
So that was okay. Let me continue back to the story.
Of the people. Yeah.
So that was it. I wanted to like further and be a like woman in tech, and I actually like wanted to like work and earn money and like grow and stuff like that. And it wasn't like, oh, I need to relocate. It was just a matter of like trying to further my education
and further your life in general.
Exactly, and learn from a different perspective. So yeah, that's why I decided to come and do another degree in Canada.
So how has it been so far? You gotta take that deep breath first of all.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's first of all, it was a change in environment, changing culture. Like when I was coming, I didn't realize how much effort and stuff. And you have to literally build a new network.
Yeah.
Like your old network is in Nigeria, people to hang out with, people to.
For me, it was not even that, because normally, even Nigeria or not, like I don't be hanging out with people. Yeah. So for me, that was not even the most.
No, even me, I had like my sister to hang out with, but still, you still need people that like like now that, let's say, when it's time for job searching, if you know people that have done it before, they can direct you into the right. It was more about networking. That's how I feel. You still have to have a network, even if you're a loner. Like you need people to help you for certain things. So it has been really stressful, and to be candid with you guys, so you guys start hearing, I like cry almost every day, and sometimes it's like, did I make the right decision to do this? Like, is this the path that God wants for me, or was I just forcing this on myself, or is it something I just? And it was not any pressure from anybody. Nobody pressured me to do this. I woke up. I actually wrote GMAT because at first I wanted to go to the US. After I graduated, I wrote GMAT. I didn't write G. I wrote GMAT. I wrote IELTS because, and I applied to US and schools in the US and schools. And I was saying it was a process. So I wanted a good degree and that would get me like a good job wherever. So it was me researching courses and trying to get what I want. Yeah. So it was not like, oh, I wanted Japa, anything, any means. It was me wanting something out of it. Yeah, somewhere. So it was literally like, and people don't know, they just see that, you relocated. They don't know the hard work you put into. And me and one of my friends from GMAT class were talking about this because he posted, so he relocated to the US. He posted and people were like, wow, you just left us, just like that, so soon. But we had GMAT classes for like 3 months or so. Yeah. We wrote the exams. You don't know the work that went. We researched schools. It's just we wanted to actually do what we wanted for our career. Yeah, and do it the best way. Yeah, and do it the best way. So it was not like we just picked up and it was just like we were just like, wow, people just, and that's how life is, because when you're doing good, people don't know what you've gone through. They don't see the work that you put in. Takes a lot of strength and effort to actually even wake up every day and continue the journey. Because sometimes I'm like, what am I even doing here? Let me just pack my bags and go back home, and at least I'll be. And sometimes I just, God, when I want to eat, I'll say, God, if I was at home now, I want to cook. God, the worst is when I'm cleaning. If I was clean, what would I be clean? Like now, I just finished ironing our shirts. I was like, God.
Oh my God, our worries are totally different. You see, for different people, it's different things. But like it's definitely similar. Like when I see people online come to rant, I kind of understand them. So when I go through the comment and people are like coming for them, please come back, come let that person go. It's not like, obviously they are thankful and they're very appreciative that they're in the position they're in. But like you said, unless you are in that position, you will not know how it is, how it is truly.
But what's the point of coming to online Instagram to rant?
Okay, let's make it clear. First of all, when they are ranting and posting it, they are not thinking in their head that, oh, this blog is going to post it. They might have just been posting it for their own friends. You know, imagine like who am I that I would post something that in my head I would think a blog will catch it. You never think. I think it's just for their friends. Maybe my 100 views. My 100 views friend. So how will I know that? That would move exactly, because also maybe some of them want to also come in, so it's just like me, it's a way giving them a heads up that oh, by the way, easy for you.
That thing you just said about it not being easy here is what I would like to put out there. I'd like to put out that if you think you're not going to come here and pick $100,000 from the floor, it's a lie, it's a blatant lie. You have to put in as much work as you do in Nigeria. The only difference is that that here your work is going towards something that will eventually happen, even if it doesn't happen in the time you want it. The system works. But in Nigeria, you can start a business now. The government come out with a regulation and say you can't do this, or they will hand it to somebody that is related to them, give them the contract, and ban you from importing or doing whatever. But if you start a business, that means you follow the right steps. That means it will eventually work if you do the right things. And if, like I said, if it's destined for you, if it's God's path for you. So I feel like people come here and think that their life will be just easier automatically.
It's not easy physically, mentally.
It's like you even starting again, because you're moving into a new society that nobody knows you. So you're literally starting like from the beginning, from the scratch.
And for someone like me,
that mentally one is a big one, especially in the winter.
When I literally have no friends. I mean, to an extent, no friends, no family, like literally coming, like when I go, I'm like, what was I thinking
coming here?
Like no one person that I can easily run to when and it's crazy because thinking about it now, do you know I know a lot of people in not just in Ontario, but even in that moment I wasn't thinking, how can you even think straight in that moment? I wasn't thinking that I have this person, I can, because I knew these people were there. But now that I'm settling in and everything, I'm like, oh, it's true, this person has always been here. Oh, it's true. Do you get? I think they're like, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, that's true. I totally forgot you were here, because you could have made my life easier, But in all, I'm very thankful, but it's a lot mentally. You have to be strong, bro. Nobody can tell me shit. I feel like I'm the strongest person on earth. Yes, I'm the strongest, but I still cry. Like, that does not mean...
No, those tears are constant. But I have a sister here, which I'm very thankful for, because she helps me a lot. She's somebody I can call and say, oh, this was happening, and or she can help me out and stuff like that. So I'm very thankful for that. But still, she's in another province, so it's far. But like, nobody is seeing all these things that you're going through. But like, imagine if we just buy Lamborghini now.
So that's the one they will see.
That's the one they will see. Anyway, we don't post on what we're going through. But like, I that tears one is like something that is a constant. I feel like even in life, it's stages of life. Life is not always going to be a straight road and happy. Sure. So I feel like, but the tears one is constant. Last week I cried my bowels out.
He said, why do you cry? Because like, you're crying, nothing is going to change. What is there is going to be? I'm like, sometimes that tears, it's just needed for it to come out.
Sometimes I don't even know when I start crying. I'm talking to my friend on the phone, and right now I just start crying.
Yeah.
And just ask him, why are you crying? I'm like, it's just a ball of emotions, and I just need to let it all out. If not, I'll explode. And sometimes I just need to like vent and talk. And I'm happy for like people that listen to me. I'm very self-conscious. I know I complain a lot. People who are like, there's nothing wrong with your life, but this is not where I imagine my life to be right now. So, but people are like, oh, my friends are like, oh, you just complain a lot of that. But I'm very aware that I complain a lot, but still, it's my person. And I want to vent. I just want to let it all out. Sometimes it's not like I'm complaining.
Yeah. To an extent, I can't fully express myself to anyone. I just feel like I feel like no one actually gets it. Like the people you would think would get it. Like sometimes when you get your responses, you're like,
maybe you should think of looking for a therapist.
I tried a therapist
you should
one
actually
time.
think of looking for a therapist. You didn't?
I didn't.
Try it again. It might just be that therapist. Why did you try it in Nigeria?
Yes, in Nigeria. Also, I feel like telling people your problem, like, how the hell does it? If they're not like helping me, like, give me what I need to.
No, it's not telling people your problems. It's more of like, how do I put it now? Getting you out of your head.
Honestly, I feel like no one knows the amount of work I put into actually being happy. Because my goal in life is literally to be happy in whatever I do. When the worst thing is happening, stay happy. And also my personality, to an extent, I feel like helps me. Worst thing can happen right now, and if you say something funny, I would laugh. Not because I'm not in pain or whatever, but that's just the way I am. Like, I put in extra work, even if I have to do silly stuff or just dance in the mirror just to make myself happy. Happiness is like, because at the end of the day, if you achieve everything you want and you're unhappy, like, it's a waste. It's a total waste. Because you are unhappy. So you'll never be satisfied with anything. Happiness is very vital. Wherever you find yourself, whether
happiness and contentment.
Yeah.
Being content with who you are as a person. Yeah. Not like, if you're content, if you love yourself and you're content with who you are. I'm like, it takes a while to get there, but if you're content with who you are and you love yourself, you'll be 100% happy, I feel. Because the things that make people sad are things like, comparison makes people sad too. And, this is where I'm supposed to be in life. But if you're content, like, I'm not saying you should, there's a difference between contentment and settling. Because some people say, I'm doing this, I'm just going to settle. You can want to be the best and want to, like, earn the highest money. But if you have to have contentment and self-love. Like, be content with where you are at. And know that if you've gotten to this point, obviously you're going to get, would I say higher or better? I don't even know the words to use.
Yeah, I totally agree. But also, I must just state that also happiness is not like a one-day thing. It's like a continuous thing. You have to continually make that a priority. Effort, and
you have to. That's what you're saying about it. Is like every day you wake up, instead of looking at positive and negative, look at the positives every time.
I know it's the hardest thing to do in life.
Yeah, it is. It's very hard.
Especially when you Japa, like most of the people that like I said, that I remember that, oh, this person here, when I speak to them, you ask them how it's going, even by their response, you can just tell like that, giving that. But I'm like, we are the same way, but my own energy is not like your own energy. I'm still like thankful. And also that's why, like, some people, when they think I have it all, maybe because of the way my attitude to life is, and when life is, I'm like, bro, because you can stress about life and you die today you die. What's the essence of everything? But I'm not saying just like be relaxed and think everything will come to you, because that's not what I'm doing, clearly. But I'm just saying, like, don't over stress what you cannot control. If you can't control, like, relax, bro. Like,
so we're talking about like the mental stuff and like all the things we go through in the Japa journey. I was going to bring up that video on like a popular blog that about the woman in the UK.
Yeah.
So what are your like thoughts on the video?
I feel like, to be honest, she was saying the truth. She was saying facts. But I just feel like you shouldn't, like, why are you coming to the public to say it? Why can't you just go to your friend in private? And she was claiming, no, she didn't even claim she told her. She was like, why didn't you make your research or something about that or whatever? To be fair, Nigerians are very, let me know, I mean, outside Nigerian, I'm with you people, but Nigerians are very lazy. Like, to an extent, they do not like to make their own
agents.
They rely on,
They don't like to do DIY, do it yourself.
And I've been in that position before, I won't lie. And to be honest, all it brought me was bad luck. I'm telling you. Since when I started applying for things myself, I started getting them. Yeah, so it's like all of that, and they would collect your money, whether or not you feel, they would get paid. These stories of agents fucking like messing people up. I don't know if I'll have to curse on this podcast. The couple, like the old family, they had maybe 5 kids. And they sold all their properties, and like they were living comfortably in Nigeria, and they sold all their properties. I mean, this is like a regular story we hear almost every time. And they decided to relocate to the UK, and because she has 5 kids, she can't really, like, both of them can't work. The husband and the wife can't work because someone has to stay with the kids. And basically, it's been difficult, and they're struggling basically. And she came. She thought it was funny or cool to come online. To share someone else's
story.
Yeah. So personally, I felt like what she was saying, like, it was the truth. But I just felt like if I was the lady, if it was for real, if it was actually someone's story, I felt like I'll feel bad because I feel like I trusted you enough to
tell you my story.
And also, instead of coming online to commercial, because now I'm already in this UK. We're already here together.
I already sold the property.
I already sold the property. I can't go. It's almost like you can't go back to the back. You have to just move forward. So what you must do now is, since you've been here longer, try to help me out. Not like give me money, obviously, but try to give me. One thing I've noticed about Nigerians are wicked. I'm sorry. Everywhere you find them in the world, they must show they are wicked. They must show
they are very wicked, and they don't want to have a sense of community. They don't want to tell you. They want you to go through struggle like they struggled. Like us that suffer this suffer. We have 2 heads.
Give you link.
Like,
that's why Nigeria is like that.
Yeah.
Because we even have more of them. In abroad we have less of them. That's why it's still moving. But in Nigeria,
I feel like we have no sense of togetherness. It's like every man for themselves.
Everything is like a competition to them. And I don't know why they can't get that together. We can win together even more beautifully. As I was saying, so instead of her to just help the lady, because obviously she looks like someone that should have sense and should be able to
help her,
even if not like physically give her links, like at least advice. Since you know so much that you're coming online to give us like
since you know so much and you got your degree,
the advice. So because you like just coming out there giving
unsolicited advice,
because you're not telling her the advice in person, and I don't think is a smart move to
borrow money,
sell all your properties, and relocate with 5 kids with no help.
Some people it gives them it gives them like energy. It's like Red Bull in your body. Some people like to take risks. What I would say, don't do it.
You must know that when you are relocating abroad, like, right, okay, for those ones that have not relocated or they are planning to, you must know that for the first 6 months you're going to be living here. When you plan to relocate, just know that you must. Not like
for the first 1 year.
For the first 1 year, actually, you'll be living on savings.
Living on your savings. Yeah. For the first 1 year.
You might be lucky enough to get a job.
Even if you get a job, come on.
Bills,
how much? You pay your hydro, you pay your gas, you pay your light, you pay your water. Basically. Bills. You pay your taxes. So please, for the first 1 year,
just know that
you're going to be living on your savings. And if you don't have enough, stay home and save more. I know they'll be saying, I'm serious. And if you know this is something you're doing, my opinion about that video was, I just like to rely on you. I didn't like to do their research. Like, how did she not know that when she finishes, she'll pay for a work visa or whatever? And how did she think that she was going to survive with 5 kids without even calculating the cost of living? And inflation is crazy, and there's cost of living crisis. Everything is crazy expensive. So you not knowing how much it's going to cost a house of a family of 5 to live in the UK. First of all, it's an error on your path. But still, the woman that posted it, she's very, very wrong for posting it, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know why you're sharing on that person's story, and I don't know why you bring it to Instagram. I don't know why you can't look at the Indians. They always help each other. That's why anywhere you see them, if you see an Indian that is a manager in a company, he usually brings in at least his people. He tries
because they know like together. Because bro,
together they are stronger.
If you win, if you are driving your G-Wagon, I'm driving my G. Do we not look stronger and beautiful together? Oh, you want to drive? You want me to come and be with my Corolla? Like, don't you look?
That's how they want to. Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm sorry, if everybody is winning, nobody is disturbing anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know how people think.
But you know, in Nigeria, they want. You know, it's like a thing that they say in Igbo land is like. They do like if you're doing family meeting, everybody wants to be the most important person. Like the person with like, oh, because I have so much money, that meeting will not start without me. So that's how Nigerians think. They want to be like the most important, most powerful.
And we keep complaining about governance or
government is
whatever.
Our problem, but
government
also
is a
the problem.
But the human beings too, like
the human beings living in the country too, they are a problem.
Pandemic.
So, they are really a pandemic. So yeah. So
people are wicked. Nigerians have shown me that people are wicked, bro. And I don't even roll with people.
What have they done to you?
So I'm just thinking, like, people that actually mingle with people, and what do I feel bad. Like, what do they see? For me, that don't even mingle with people.
Me too. Like,
and I'm speaking
even,
like this.
Yeah. Well, that woman is wrong for posting that video, and I feel like the honest thing I would have done as a person if I was the one, I would call her and say, "Oh, how can I help you?
Yeah.
And what can I do to help you?" Like if I could help her watch her kids, I would offer to help her. I'm not talking monetary wise. There's something that you can do as a friend. You can be there for her, and you can say, okay, this is what the jobs that your husband can do overnight and earn more money. You can do more shifts, and the kids are sleeping at night, so you can do this. So like I will try and brainstorm and see what I can do to help you. If I'm especially she's in a position to help because she's been there for a while. And I will also help you.
Like, to be fair, like being in a place for a while does not mean like you yourself you have it all figured out. So
no, you don't have it all figured out. But you must
like maybe she was not in the position to help herself.
No. Let me put it this way.
Because
it's just like
life is
no. I'm not saying that she's where she wants to be or she's in a better place. Yeah. I'm just saying that she has gone through that stage. Yeah. She's probably graduated now, so she knew what she went the process. I'm not saying that she has a life up. She's probably still trying to find a job or whatnot. But I'm saying that she has left that early bird stage. There are stages, so she knows more. She might not know it all, but she might have little tips. So it's not like I'm saying, wow, she's so evil. Let me just put my train of thought into a sentence. Make sure you do your research before you come, and make sure it's something you want for yourself, because the hurdles are not easy.
I agree with you, but I feel like sometimes you need people to push you to go beyond where you're comfortable, because some people, they're like in their comfortable zone, so there's a comfort zone.
No, but make sure you
actually push you out of it and make you say that there's more to life.
Yeah, but make sure
there's someone pushing you, and the person is pushing you, because it's not like just using mouth to push you, pushing you in all the capacity, financial wise, yeah, and all those. Then you must, because they can see the picture. If you can't see the picture right now, then they can see it. So if it's someone that's gone through that route like before.
Everybody keeps telling me, oh wow, such a good decision, but right now I don't see how this was a good decision. I'm not even joking. Like sometimes I'm like, I give myself a year. If I'm not where I want to be, I'm packing my bag. In fact, sometimes I'm like, I'm even moving. Like every 2 seconds I'm having like different thoughts. Like I'm giving myself a year. If I'm not where I want to be, I'm going back to Nigeria. What I'm going to stay at home and what but like everybody keeps saying, oh, it's a good decision, but like I'm not seeing the bigger picture. But hopefully the bigger picture pays off.
In fact, we don't even need to see the bigger picture will happen to us.
Already. Amen.
Because we are ready for it, literally.
We're literally ready for it.
But I think this will be the end of this episode. I feel like our 2 cents should be helpful.
Yeah.
Enough, I guess.
Do your research, number 1 thing, and make sure it's something you want to do. Number 3, make sure that you have enough money. Money is important. Anybody that tells you money is not important, make sure you slap that person.
Exactly.
Money is very essential. If you have money, there's a lot of things. When you come here for you're looking for a job, remember you have backup. You have
homeless. How will you first look for a job? Let's talk about that.
Rent, you have to pay 1 year up front.
And you don't even find like the rent like easy like that.
Even the 1 year, they'll still even be doing shaka. They'll still even be doing, it's their father that is giving you money. Yes, now.
Just be strong mentally, physically, and spiritually in all the categories. Like prep yourself. It's really. I feel like even today, like my sister, I was speaking to her earlier, and she was like, "I'm really proud of you because you make it literally look easy. Like what you see online is not. Yeah, I'm really, really, really thankful to God for everything and to you and to the people that have just been there with their money, with their time, like just hear me rant all day. Because I became a carpenter at some point as assembling things, everything in my apartment.
You become a carpenter, you become everything. You become an electrician.
I needed people to talk to.
There was nothing I did not become.
Yeah, right.
I became an electrician. I became a carpenter. I became everything. Yeah. I had to do everything on my own.
So, like, call us if you need to do your carpentry work.
Yeah, call me. I can. I know I've assembled a lot of furniture. At this point, I'm like a pro now.
Literally.
I'm literally a pro.
Oh my god.
I'm like literally at that point. It's not easy. Labor here is very expensive. Like, how much could it be? Right. But by the time I did,
they charge per hour.
By the time I did the first one, I was like, this thing cannot work. It cannot work because it's expensive. Even like because I clean my apartment myself, but once in a month I want deep cleaning. Like I want you to take out the vents. I want you to like clean like deep cleaning. But I've been looking for a new cleaner to help me. And God, I've been looking at the prices. I'm like, I will not just
do your deep clean by yourself.
Do my deep clean.
And even film yourself while doing it. That's content for you.
And like it was the prices were giving me a headache that I was like because
I literally assembled everything. Like I didn't use like anyone like
tax rabbits
at all. I assembled. Go and check my YouTube. I like posted everything.
I didn't assemble my bed. My bed has like
I assembled my bed.
Compartment drawers. I just couldn't. It was too much.
It was too much going on. But let me tell you, things that I thought I could not assemble. Even like my table has drawers. I did not even though it took me days to do it. When I finished, I'm like, whoa. Because sometimes you have brain freeze when you look at those papers trying to assemble.
No, but even the bed, they already said that it's a 2-man job.
Like if you had that time, it was not like an urgent thing, and you actually sat down with it. I'm telling you, let me tell you, there's nothing I can't do. I've realized that even if it take me 2 weeks to figure it out, but I know I can do it. That's just our 2 cents, but. Like we always say, what do we know?
This is just us sharing our journey in the Japa. The Japa is what like people are calling it. I hope you guys
enjoyed it because we did enjoy it. I mean, we had a lot of glitches.
Yeah.
Before getting
the production. In fact, we need a production. We're putting it out there. We need production and glam.
We need like glam and backstage people.
We do.
Make sure you follow us on every social media.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube. On every streaming. Every podcast streaming platform and Instagram, TikTok, where what do we know pod with the double D.
Yeah, like the bra size.
Yeah, I was waiting for her to say that.
Don't forget that.
So follow us and we'll see you in our next episode.
Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And tell us what you want to see, what you want to hear, which guest you want. We're open to having guests. It will be exciting. The guests don't have to be in Canada. They can be in America. Anywhere in the world.
Technology has made it easier.
But just tell us who you want to see, who you'd like to see, and hopefully tell us what we can do to make the podcast interesting for you guys.
And life easier for you.
Yeah. Any tips you want us to share on our relocating journey?
Yeah.
We are more than happy. We're not just Nigerians. We're not hoarders. We don't hoard over here.
It's not you do your research. And
do your research. And we're not agents. Exactly. We're just giving you tips on what has happened to us and maybe if you're looking for a new apartment, we can tell you, oh, this is what you can do, this is what you cannot do. We can give you our agents' numbers and stuff like that, so we can help you. It's like a small community too. We're hoping that this will be a small community.
Yeah, for a lot
no, we don't mean small. I'm just saying like at least
a community. Let's just say a community.
Yeah, we're hoping that this can be a community for like us to come together and like grow and be better in life generally. So hope you guys love it. See you guys on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.